It's a live show, Kenny. Don't say anything.
Ross
No,
has
you.
a new Tetris background.
No, you.
So you guys want to talk about a murder?
I guess, Ian, who did you murder?
Jings, I need some sound cues in here. Can I pull up the the Clue soundtrack?
All right, 1 second.
Like I think of our little sector as being pretty fucking shitty. We're pretty mean to people. But it turns out everything else in the world is doing the exact same thing we're doing, but far more ferocious and evil. We're actually a pretty moral, kind of quiet sector of the internet.
Is this about the fresh and fit guy getting his baby mama doxxed?
I would also love to talk about that.
Because everyone thinks that's funny to talk about.
There's a guy named Ed Piskor. He's a comic book streamer. And he was canceled by the SJWs for trying to get some pussy. Not for taking pussy, for trying to get some pussy. And he killed himself. And in his suicide note, he names his murderers. And now the comic book community is awash with allegations of who's a murderer. Who did it? Who done it? And I have one clip, a news report, to give the context.
Be focused. Yeah.
Hi, guys.
And that man was a wigger.
Hi, guys.
We're solving a murder tonight, all right?
Let's do it.
I need detective CDS.
What we got cooking?
Detective Ken TV on request. That's right.
I like the Inspector Gadget music. Inspector Faggots.
Who's murder?
Shut up.
Whose murder we
Did
be
you guys
solving?
miss this?
Whose murder we be solving?
So this is like these people have, they won't understand this, but his name's Ed Piskor. I just want to call him Dead Piskor so bad, but I'm sorry. I apologize to the family. I'm sorry. All right?
Right.
Ed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Apparently there's a Whisper network. Bellin, are you familiar with these?
Sounds racist.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Focus of have you ever had to deal with a what did I call it?
A whisper network?
You ever had to deal with a whisper network giving you the smoke, pressing you?
No, not yet. What is the whisper network? Put me on to this.
It is a
That's
group
where
of
they dox you, but they whisper it.
Yeah.
They dox you, but whisper the N-word.
The gentlest doxing. The gentlest doxing.
It's a cliquey little group that gets together and they aspire to make or break people. And they, just like us and half the internet, they torment people for fun.
I was about to say, is it called
involved.
With Apologies Network?
Oh,
But they don't pretend to be having fun. They're like, we're doing this for morality.
Right.
We're the arbiters. Truth and justice in the American way.
right.
This guy, Ed Piskor, he was 41, same age as me. This little hoe started liking his pictures on Instagram. So he hit her up. He's like, hey, I hit him up. And they started chatting back and forth. And he said some stuff like, maybe, can you keep a secret between you and me? Now, the age of consent in this particular state is 17. So he is talking to a... Yes. Did anybody get the clip to work?
Keep going, Ian.
Clip explains all this way better than I can.
I'm trying to see
Anyway,
a
this
guy
little
that
hoe-
made comic books and he killed himself because he couldn't get laid.
Oh,
There's
woman.
a
He reached
video.
out to a woman. He reached out to a chick. That's where we were.
This is a lonely dude. This is an HB. This is the guys I'm screaming at on the internet where I'm like, how can you not get your dick wet? There's 1,000 apps, meetups. They'll match you by your pheromones, your interest, they'll trauma bond. There's probably an app called Trauma Bond where they just find codependent people to fuck each other.
Right. Yeah. There's a match. There's a match for anyone at this point.
Despite the plethora of options.
Right.
The plethora. There's still people out like, I'm going to be a creepy guy and hit on a 17-year-old or, You know, I'm a creep on some. There are people that go they want to
At a
do
Taylor
blow and watch
Swift
red bars.
concert.
Right.
SBA
fun.
gang gang. Hi guys.
And they go, beta,
Uh,
beta.
Hey.
Ian Ellis, this is Med Noodles. I don't know if you guys have actually met or not.
Have you
Yeah,
met?
Oh wait, no, you
we
met.
cut up a
Bellens.
body together. This is my homegirl.
Hey, I'm
Let
just
me
gonna
introduce
stream the
you to my
audio.
girl,
If anyone
Meg.
wants to record video or make clips, feel free to do it. I'm just gonna stream the audio of
Sweet
this all,
babies.
since Ian
I
sent
just
me
want
the
to.
clip.
I've been seeing all this shit go on, and I'm like trying to. I'm trying to put the pieces together, guys, but I just can't. Do you guys want to fill me in? What's going on lately?
Ken
Are you
TV
from
Savage Clips
Are you
featuring Ian
from the true
Ellis.
crime community?
No, I'm not.
God damn
Well,
it! I'm solving a murder. Do you know a bitch? Do you know a wine mom we can contact? We need some assistance on this one.
wine mom.
Can somebody hit
wine
Molly Go
mom.
lightly and see what she's up to? I have a house I want her to scream murderer in front of.
Oh, well, I know who that is.
Yeah, she's my cousin on my father's side.
So
She
Ed
looks like it.
Piscor is one of these lazy dudes, or he's a no pussy getting ass dude. He's a nerd. He never learned how to be
He looks
comfortable
like a
around a
bird.
bitch. Hits on a 17-year-old hoe. She posts an Instagram story that shows the DMs. Now she says he's not a pedophile. He didn't ask for nudes. He didn't send me nudes. He just sent me these things, which I feel like are grooming and creepy. So just a heads up. This is a girl giving all the other girls a heads up, like, hey, he's a creep. All right, you don't have to cancel him. She literally said you don't have to cancel him.
I'm
But
putting
Who are you
links.
talking about?
I'm putting links in the chat, by the way. So if anybody wants to see about what Ian's talking about, I put a
I'm
couple
ready to play the
links in
thing.
the chat.
I see we have a video pulled up. Let's watch that. I'm gonna go take a potty break while we play.
Okay.
If you didn't know, Matt, Ian Ellis is really into cartoons. So this is a thing about a cartoon creator.
Yeah.
Ed Pisker's father is adamantly defending his son. Now, Pisker is from Munhall, but he is nationally known for his work as a cartoonist on Marvel Comics. He was scheduled to do a show right here downtown until the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust postponed that show after accusations of sexual misconduct. Ed Pisker's father was emotional when I spoke to him at his Munhall home, defending his son after accusations that the famous cartoonist seen here previously
This is
in
the
his Munhall
news.
studio sent inappropriate messages to a girl in 2020
Got it.
when she was
Looks like top
17.
looks.
The messages she recently shared and claims are from Pisker.
Descriptions of creeps. He'd be in the top 5-10.
So
what you're saying, Ian,
Yeah.
this guy is being accused of texting a 17-year-old, and because of that, he killed himself.
And he got bullied for it, I guess. Apparently, he's saying that the girl even said, "Don't cancel him." You know, it's just a little weird. He didn't ask for nothing too crazy, but
So what's the bad
and
part?
right, what is the bad part? Right? I wonder what's Ian's thread that he's trying to. You know, Ian has some thread he's pulling
Yeah,
at.
where's
You
the
know,
punchline?
right?
Well, he does look like a guy that would talk to 17-year-olds, I must say.
What I'm saying, dog, he's right. Especially if you click on the links that I put in the chat, the cartoon picture of him and the real life picture of him, both look suspect as fuck. It looks like, hey, can I see your 17-year-old tits in this? You know.
We're recording.
And
Thank you, Kenny.
All right, Kenny.
Appropriate messages to a girl in 2020 when she was 17. The messages she recently shared and claims are from Pisker show him commenting on images of her work, calling her a naughty girl and writing, quote, "I feel like you'd be a good partner in crime. You're not a snitch, are you?" The woman claimed
Nice.
online she was being groomed. Ed Pisker Sr. says no way.
He has
Look at those
never,
focus.
ever been in trouble.
He said
Ever
this
in
focus.
his 40 years of living.
And attorney Phil
the end of the
DeLaSente says
day.
the message
At the end of the day, my son did not ask to see those 17-year-olds. All right, I can tell you one thing about my son. He don't want to see the 17-year-old pussy. All right.
Yeah, subscribe to
aren't
Lossless.
criminal.
So mean.
The age of consent in Pennsylvania, notwithstanding corruption of a minor, is 16 years old.
But those messages triggered others to come forward at his show downtown to be
I see.
Gruma Big
a
Huma.
statement from the
So that's why I'm perfect for this case.
Gruma Big Huma.
That's when you know you're in a sticky situation, and you're like, well, technically, the statute in this state is
Right.
I'm 16 years old. I'm within the law. No,
Right.
you.
When you need
yeah, Kenny.
when you need to say 16, there's a problem already.
The
Hey,
problem.
now, this was my favorite cartoonist.
Papa.
Baba. He was an innocent man, Baba.
Cultural Trust reads, the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust learned on Sunday of allegations of misconduct made by an individual against artist Ed Piskor, whose work was scheduled to be on exhibition at 707 Penn Gallery starting April 8th, 2024.
311.
The trust takes the allegations very seriously and
Based in
decided
Redfield.
yesterday to postpone the exhibition indefinitely.
This is really one of those situations that in this cancel culture, what happens is you're
Jesus Christ.
Just focus his dad on screen.
At the end of the day, that guy is my uncle. Yeah, that's right.
That's me if I clean shave now, but with a little more chin.
Oh.
A little more.
That's the skinny version of you?
It
Yeah.
zooms out. He has a DoorDash bag in his hand.
At the end of the day, I gotta get off camera and deliver this food at the end of the day. Right.
Look, litigator and dasher. This man is both litigator and dasher.
Door/dasher.
He does lawyer
canceled before.
You guys know that?
Lawyer
The
dash.
Dasher at law. Dun, 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 dun.
Law Dasher.
I miss with apologies James.
That's awesome.
Aw, Kenny.
I want to point out this is the news, and this bitch, I swear to God, she's doxing them. Like they made no effort to blur out the address. She's like, and you can send your angry emails here.
We went to his dad's house and called him a bitch.
Like these are supposed to be the adults and the professionals.
Right. They got a drone shot going up to
You have
that.
this fucking lunatic. Look at the face he's making. Why is a lawyer involved in a 17-year-old getting a couple of creepy texts?
He's on 3-5. He's on 3-5 hours, Dayquil, and a Percocet right now.
Right.
Yo, he got a couple of angry tweets and was like, I got to call my lawyer. You know?
The good old
I guess
16.
Looks like his face just got blown back by like an explosion in a cartoon.
He couldn't look like more of a cartoon villain lawyer that represents all the sleaze bags. Like that's also Crystalia's lawyer, and yeah, no, he didn't do nothing. He didn't. What the fuck are you talking about?
Statute.
He may be Jimmer's lawyer in the future. Yeah, I represent you guys.
It literally says in the text, in this cancel culture, a lawyer is saying cancel culture to a reporter.
About a guy who definitely was being creepy with a 17-year-old. Would you rat on me if we robbed the bank? You look like a good partner in crime, baby.
How old is
What? And here's what I'll say about him. Look at how bad he is at trying to talk to a woman.
Right.
He's like, oh, I know what I'll do. That's how bad he is at flirting. This is why he's talking to a 17-year-old.
So,
Right.
Ian, you're missing the main part about all of this. Was his comics any good, or did they suck?
You know
I
what?
have a
Just like
feeling
with
that they
Justin
weren't
Roy-
any. If you named them, I bet we never heard of anything he's made.
Just
Cat
like
nigga.
Justin Roiland, I feel like people tell on themselves in the work, and his book is like the dark web. It's drawn like an R. Crumb.
It's
fucking
a
thing.
graphic novel called My Girlfriend's 17.
Right. It's called the 16 defense.
pedophile McBile?
It's a kid's story.
Right.
Free on Amazon Prime.
There's a
Well, to
pedo
give
from
a-
Pennsylvania once. It's
Prime.
this guy with glasses.
To give a little bit more context, you know, there are a lot of grifter comic book channels, and then there are people that you know, are just sucking dick. You know, they're there for the industry. And then there's the SJWs, and then these guys, their whole shtick was they would just set a comic book down and turn the pages and talk about when they read it the first time and what they thought of the art. That was their whole shtick. Was just nostalgia, just like, hey, you remember 1996? This fucking Wizard magazine. It wasn't fucking great.
Like a within the nerd culture, you know?
And at the beginning of each of these videos, they would promote their personal comic book projects. They like self-published, and apparently this was an affront to the SJWs who feel they should be the only ones entitled to make money or have a career.
This guy saying?
All right, so
should have never gave these nerds money.
This is what I want to get
good
to.
news is, silver lining, the pedophile's dead now.
Right. Right. We got a suicide, guys.
Rittenhouse pussy, Rittenhouse pussy. Murder, 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 murder.
Yeah, because chances are, if he did this at other times and probably worse. So, bye. You know, welcome.
So, first of all, he killed himself. All right, so to me that means long-standing mental illness. you don't just catch such a weak cancellation.
Or guilt.
Like, you know.
Right.
Or
you know?
guilt. Maybe he is like horrifying. You know.
Right.
He was like, it's like Dexter. He's like, they've got me.
Right. Right. This ain't gonna end well.
Just got child porn everywhere.
Right.
Ugh.
Who knows? Yeah. Fuck him.
So this man, for whatever reason, decides to kill himself, and in his suicide note, he says, "My murderers are these two people that canceled him." And they are surely shitty, awful people who do all the nasty stuff. They do cancel you. They do dox you and call you the N-word. They're
Whisper.
awful
Back
people.
to what you said earlier, right? The Whisper. What is it called?
The Whisper Network.
Yes. Okay.
The grifters that hate those SJWs are calling them a murderer. He called them a murderer in his suicide note.
Are their names Ian Ellis?
Bro. Shit. What the fuck?
The thing that's making me mad is that are supposed and they are the murderers.
Right.
Are any of these people that canceled him named Ian Ellis?
No, Kenny. I did unsubscribe to him at some point. But they were nice. They were nice, sweet boys. Or possible monsters.
I have the suicide note pulled up on screen, by the way, if we want to get real dark.
Who can read it in a funny voice?
I wish I had a Jimmerman AI voice so I could have Jimmerman read it, because right off the bat, it starts off exactly like a copy pasta. Perfect.
No, wait, this is our...
Jinx, you do it in my voice that you make fun of me with.
No.
I do think we need some type of Inspector Gadget music or something.
Please do.
I think
I'll read it if I have Inspector Gadget music.
I think Kenny should read it.
I have to beat my computer.
By the way, his poor partner.
I'm at my phone only.
Ed was the edgy one. His poor buddy, his poor sap of a buddy. He's just devastated. He's just lost everything.
His file trading partner.
He'll never make another video of him opening the page of a comic. It's just going to be too tough on him. He may stop reading comic books because this is such a devastating thing that's happened.
Wait. What if he kills himself and then he blames those people for his death too? And this just starts like a chain? Like there's like 9 suicides?
What about Mexico?
Oh, shit. All right. Is anybody reading this or no?
There's no Inspector Gadget music. I can't.
I literally can't see it. Focus, if you can do it, I thank you.
We can at least start it out. I was murdered by internet
I got
bullies.
it. Yeah, that's the title. That's the title. Okay.
I was murdered by Katako and their flattening of women's breasts.
This
is like a
poem. This is like a poem. I was murdered. I was murdered by internet bullies. Words are powerful. Words are humorous. Words have meaning. Words are hurtful. Words are damning. I was murdered by internet bullies.
Oh my God.
The words you all wrote that made you also very proud had a lot of meaning to my brother. In his eyes, he let his family down, when in fact the internet bullies let him down. Yo, that's crazy to blame internet. Well, this is wild shit here. And this is his brother. This ain't the suicide note here. This is his brother, I think, right?
His brother.
To make matters worse,
that's how it reads.
His 3-year-old niece now has a Patreon to buy her artwork. Like, the family's handling this very weird.
Oh, Jesus.
You saw his dad was ready to punch that fucking reporter. Like, listen here, you fucking cum broad.
Yeah.
He ain't fucking raped no one.
Hey, what kind of world do we live in that you can't see 17-year-old titties? I mean, come on.
By the way, did this guy have alopecia?
These words hurt. They hurt so many people. The Jimmer family is large. I mean, the Pisker family is large. It has a reach that goes beyond the world of comics.
I know what we need behind this, and it's the beat bongos from Dave Chappelle poetry.
I like the subtle social economic threats of, you don't know who my family is.
Right. How do you tell my 10-year-old daughter that her favorite person won't get to finish their sketchbook that they have been working on since she could hold a crayon? You robbed my niece the ability to sit on the floor and draw with my brother. You robbed my nephews the ability to play video games with him. You robbed my parents of their firstborn son. Yo, this is crazy. This is like psychotic shit that people are
They're really rubbing their nose in that dead body. Like, do you understand how much of an impact you've created here?
Wow.
Just think, these kids will never get the chance to be groomed by their uncle.
Oh my God.
Right. Yeah. How do I tell my 10-year-old daughter that he will not he won't make
pictures of her?
Yeah. He won't make it to his photo album. How do I tell my 10-year-old daughter?
We pray it's not true. Okay, guys. The show comes with apologies. I'm sorry, Piscore family. I hope his video file isn't called Piscore.
Piscore. It's like parkour, but you land on 17-year-olds.
There we go.
I liked it.
You robbed the world of a New York fucking Times best-selling author. You robbed the world of my big brother. I'll be damned if I don't stand up and speak about this. I was murdered by internet bullies.
These words.
It really is a spoken word.
This feels like Randy Marsh. He's like, words are weapons.
Yeah.
Don't call me an internet pedo guy.
Oh, shit.
They're calling me Ped Piscore.
I have to go eat. Enjoy.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck this guy, and also people have to call out that internet bullies can't be called murderers. You know
Kenny's
what I mean?
Kenny's like, all this hot talk of naked children. I gotta go. I'm getting hungry. I gotta go get some food.
Kenny's like, I'm going to eat a Vienna sausage.
Naked kids and the word piss. I'm hungry.
Boy, these Vienna sausages remind me of little boys. I am Kenny Long.
We got a haiku from the chat. This is the best part about being live. Bears and Cigars says, that family ain't about nothing, LOL. I remember the dude who killed himself's cousin shit on my cousin's bedroom floor when we were kids.
Oh my God.
Apparently he's from the same neighborhood as this guy.
He's like, yo, he was a piece of shit though.
What are the chances of the 7 people that listen to this? One of them was this guy's neighbor.
You don't understand. This is such a hot button issue. You could go viral. Like, both sides might unite to destroy us. Because we're like, stop calling people murderer, you're fucking pieces of shit. And then we're also just saying all the worst things.
Right.
Right.
It's going to be like We Are the World coming after us.
Well, now we've read the suicide note from the brother, Ian. You've explained to us that he is a pedophile that makes bad comic books. What is the mystery? Where does the mystery angle?
Was he murdered? What is your verdict? Because I say...
No.
I say shame on all the people...
He's a fucking half a pedophile.
You know, they did forget that real fast.
Fuck out of here with this shit.
I mean, she was 17, so it was just creepy. You know, it was like...
She was only 17.
What is age? What is a sentence?
At best, I like to think he was a no pussy getting dude that was just fumbling trying to get some pussy. He was so hard up.
Well,
he at worst.
But he's dead. At this point, we almost want creep, so I'd say we can really celebrate his death. You know?
Give us those files. We
Best
want to see the head
case
piss
scenario.
score.
Right.
Worst case scenario, he's an innocent guy that killed himself for no reason. It's in everyone's best case, interest that he was a pedophile.
It's important that we tell
you vote for pedophilia.
Everybody did not kill himself. His neck. He didn't break his neck in 9 places.
How did he kill himself? Do you know the means of death?
No idea.
Huh. I wonder.
He choked on a toddler's wiener.
Oh my gosh. How did he kill himself?
Yeah, it was weird. He stayed the night at his nephew's house, and his brother-in-law just shot him in the back 4 times. It's considered a suicide. Nobody knows why.
Right. He got murdered by a band of 16-year-old girls that all together and killed him. I like that. That would be a good one.
I feel like this talk about pedophiles killing themselves is turning off all the ladies in the room.
Hey! There was a documentary video by this channel, Matt with like 4 T's, about a guy who was killed for making comic books in like Venezuela, and they kidnapped his 4 daughters, murdered him, murdered his wife, and then hunted him down. That's getting killed for making comic books. This dude just killed himself. This was for mental health. He was already. It's called Red Room.
Right.
Let's look into the work he left behind.
100%. It's not saying how he killed himself. I'm looking, but no word on the actual means.
How dead is he?
Suicide. I was murdered by internet bullies, you son of a bitch, to go out like that and then have people actually defend that notion.
It's dangerous to make him a martyr. It encourages a bad idea.
Exactly. Because then every time someone dies that had a bad interaction on the internet in close proximity, they could say it was them. You know? Nah.
Yeah. So I'm calling out all of comic book culture. Come for my neck. Little Fappy X. On the Philip Wave channel, seasons 1 through 4, and season 5, the video game episodes.
Oh, I'm sure that they're fine with your opinion.
I think
Ian's
75% of people would have that
like a pedophile that dies.
Right.
Ian's hot take that he worked us up for and made us go live about.
You don't understand. It is a hot take because that's how much make-believe these people are playing.
Well, yeah, in a certain community, yeah, I can see that. He wasn't murdered. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Eric Paninsky or whatever this guy's name was. Eric Pinkerton.
Who's that?
I don't want to push my
He's
luck.
The guy.
Would you want to watch somebody react to it?
React to what?
To his murder. Do you want to see how...
I'm not a live footage hanging? Yeah, I want to see that.
I saw his.
I feel like we kind of have to now.
Show prep, right? I guess we might as well.
All right.
I'm not going to look at his open casket, but what do you have, Ian?
Kai Cenat, I Show Speed, react to anime pedophile.
Who do I send it to?
Gucci laptop.
The fuck is a Gucci? Gucci laptop.
He's been producing your show for 4 years, Ian.
I know. What was that fake? I don't know what Gucci laptop was.
Yeah, he's like, oh, what a wacky name. Oh shit. Gucci laptop.
You goofball, Gucci laptop. That doesn't exist. You're playing me.
You guys please quit pointing out my shtick. I'm going to send you a link to his channel too. I think we should watch 10 seconds of it. He's only on there for 10 seconds. They pre-recorded episodes much like we do, and in his suicide note, he told his YouTube partner who had broken up with him Like, imagine if Bel-Am was like, due to recent allegations, I can no longer be associated with the analyst. Which you should do if they come after me. Flip on me immediately.
Look, he's wearing the same outfit he was in the news interview.
They fucking. He told his partner, "Hey, go ahead, just keep releasing the episodes we tape, man." I still want. So now people are watching like 8 weeks of this dead man that they love.
These guys look like the most prolific pedophile duo in the comic industry. This is like Batman and Robin of fucking.
Fuck out of here. What they call them, catch and rape.
That's on.
What the fuck? Like I said, his buddy here is fucked. He'll never open another comic. He's fucking devastated.
Is that Stuttering John's son or some shit? Who's this guy?
So I present to you
the pedophiles.
Comics Kayfabe, the man that had to be destroyed. The Whisper Network said him.
New year in Wizard Magazine 1997. Have we hit the bottom? Have comics bottomed out in the 90s yet, Ed? We're going to find out.
It's weird watching this, knowing that the guy on the left killed himself for being a pedophile.
Oh, man.
And the guy on the right, Will Smith, he's probably also a pedophile.
Yo, I know, I'm dead now. But hey, bro, still drop that Wizard, though. that Wizard comic we did, that was lit, bro. Like, the fans deserve to see that.
Yeah,
I really don't want to hear him.
Side note. We just didn't read it all. The bottom said, make sure you run that Wizard episode.
Do we want to hear them review the Wizard comics, or should we go to people reacting about how tragic his death is? Because if you go, I'm going forward. It's literally hands looking at a comic book. look at them working together to read it.
I tell you, these guys figured it out. They figured out a simple way to just monetize. They're like, we'll just flip the pages and fucking talk about it.
Right.
We don't have to be scholars. We don't have to be right. We don't have to be mean to anyone. We just, hey, remember 1996?
Right.
Wasn't that cover kind of dope?
He's giving the white power symbol underneath the, the okay shit.
Under the page there. Jesus Christ. He also did the hip-hop Marvel comic book, which included covers of famous hip-hop albums like Lupe Fiasco, which were drawn into Marvel characters.
Okay, so this guy was doing his thing. He must have been decent, right?
So this guy, all right, part of what we're missing out on is all of these guys start off with the thing that they're selling and then get into their content. So, and all of them sell comic books. You can skip probably the first 30 seconds to a minute of this guy if you want. It is him giving you updates on his comics. This is one of the most successful guys. And the most reasonable. My boy, Zach.
Your boy, Zach.
As a murder in his suicide note. He named his murderers. And nothing's happening.
I hate
all
you
the
because I already
mainstream
know
press
what this is.
that did literally 30 hit pieces on me in 2018. Nothing.
Oh, boo!
I mean, at least the UK press,
dragging
Daily Mail.
They're dragging me. They're doxing me.
This is insane.
This is the thing Ian does that I hate. Where Ian is like, well, I saw this guy reacting to Twitter outrage. People are outraged. We got to react to it, but we don't actually have a video of anyone being outraged. This guy being outraged about the supposed outrage that I've yet to see.
I don't think my Twitter has exploded in a way I've never seen. I had no idea how many people I follow on Twitter. Jesse PS has inserted himself into this. I ratted out the news reporter and Jesse got in the comments. Anyway, Zach is known to be one of the most.
They don't exist. Yeah.
Most reason? No, it's out there. You do the work. No. Why do I got to do the work for you? You missed it. You weren't in the group chat.
Whatever.
Oh my god. Okay, guy whose idea was to. What are you talking about? What did Zach do?
Zach borrowed from me because he hates Yellow Flash, who I call Yellow Trash. And I said to him, every war needs an arms dealer, even a cultural one. He he heard that and he changed as a person. He's been trying to be more reasonable since then. In my schizophrenic reality. Sure. And I'm now disappointed in my boy because even he is calling them murderers. And he's here to lay out the case.
Website. They included all of Ed's suicide note, which named who he described as his murderers. But corrupt journalist Rich Johnson just cut those people out because one of them is Alex DeCampi, who has been using
Hold on for a second.
media.
Knew it.
None of us have ever thought to be like, corrupt streamer Washwish had some spurious alley. You know he's full of shit.
Yo, the fact that there was literally people saying the words, he named his murderers before he killed himself.
There's memes about it. A lot of creepy memes.
Yeah, we live in like I'm telling you, we're getting to end times, ladies and gentlemen. Prepared. Be prepared.
More of this? Your boy?
As a torture chamber for 10 years. I've been warning people that this is going to lead to a suicide for several years. And apparently, Brian...
I've been telling people for years, this guy talks to 17-year-olds. He's gonna kill himself.
Right. That's what he's really saying.
What do you want us to do about it?
Right.
Maybe he should stop doing that.
He would put out a blog in fucking 2015.
I have always feared that one of the people in our universe will eventually kill themselves.
That's
my
why
money was on
no
HB.
new Morbid X documentaries, Ian, because I came to the conclusion that he will probably kill himself if pushed to the right extent, and that's not going to be my fault.
Another interesting thing about this is like he's calling out the SJW, but I feel like he's describing us. He's like, there's these sociopaths that just bully people for their own entertainment. These monsters.
Oh, there's regular people.
So I, as a monster, I'm asking you, the other monsters, to come look what the surface dwellers are doing.
He's already
Look how nasty they are.
Boss.
Yeah, that's great. I don't give a fuck. You can't blame nobody's suicide on anybody but the person that does it. I can't believe
you,
bro.
They say it's a permanent solution to a temporary problem.
It's a temporary problem.
It's like he had no thought if he could fight through this. This is a man who was thinking about killing himself before this happened. He woke up thinking about killing himself. This is a depressed guy that probably needed help a lot sooner.
100%. That was probably very embarrassed by his actions. And now he got publicly called out for actions that he's probably repeated how many times without getting caught. And he was like, fuck it. I'm out. And I'm going to blame these fucking people. Crazy.
Imagine if Justin Roiland did this and he named me as a murderer.
I mean,
my murderer is little Fappy X.
You guys have some potentials for this, if we're being honest. You might have like some people that might do this. So
I couldn't take it anymore, man. I had to end it. Why did I kill myself?
That cornpole kept dragging me.
God, imagine how long that suicide note would be.
I post for that picture of his dick.
If you look at the time codes I've posted.
Jesus. All right, so what else we got? We figured out that there's no murder.
You'll see the cosmic cam.
Suicidal pedophile.
Back in at 3 a.m.
In 2021.
Somebody's robot.
I want to hear more about the bad guys. Like this is like in politics. This is our Epstein Island.
The CIA is hacking Ian right now.
Your phone's going crazy. Ian, the whisper cells. The whisper cells are hacking your phone, bro. one level above.
He's about to
Does
crack
he
the code.
understand? Does he understand we can't hear him at all?
No,
Anybody?
he does not.
Sorry.
He's cracking the code right now, and we can't hear it.
Yeah. He's walking through of the whisper wall. He's walking through the whisper wall.
Oh shit.
Yeah. What are the 12 red pill commandments? Fuck.
Very good. Now you sound good, Ian.
Slap your bitch. 2, give her a backhand. 3,
all right.
Sandwich. 4.
You say go live when you want to show people stuff. I know this is a little bit boring, but you guys are doing a phenomenal job. I'm very entertained by all of this. I appreciate all of you. Just hang in there. This is a fucking murder. Somebody died. I put lives at risk when we stream like this.
All right.
What?
Let's get to the next piece of evidence. What we got here?
I feel like you're talking about
Focus is going to be the one that takes the brunt of this cancellation. poor Focus CDS.
Yeah, easy CDs. What do you mean? That's not my new name.
I swear, guys, you haven't seen Man Bear Pug?
All right. So we got here now. Brian Wood. Ian.
Playing the video.
Saying that cancel culture is going to lead. He says, and someone will probably kill themselves. So obviously, I amassed a lot of tabs.
And if this internet continues,
when I went to
somebody will kill themselves.
Right. Like the most obvious statement you could make. Like anything ever will lead to a suicide at some point. Relax.
This feels a lot like violence in video games will cause violence in people.
Right.
He was talking to 17-year-olds and doxing people on his YouTube channel.
Who would have thought?
How could he get canceled?
Yeah,
he does. He does get accused of having an alt. He called himself Nat Clo and sent his dick pics to children.
Who would have thought this innocent man would end his life, his humble, respectable life?
Yeah, he couldn't look more like a creep. He looks like the Vulture.
Right. He's got a binder of like Marvel cards, but they're all his holograms.
Ian, your beef should be with this guy defending him. What is this? This is your boy? Is Zach's your boy?
No, you don't understand. Well, Zach is my boy. He's the most reasonable. The rest are losing their fucking mind.
Right. So he's trying to really paint this picture that the rest of the people are going 10 times worse than this. So imagine him being the reasonable of them. You know what I mean?
And it drives me nuts. And he was a canceled person.
You need to get your boy.
Is this your boy as in you watch him, or your boy as in you actually can talk to him?
His name is Ethan. Comics Matter with your boy Zach.
He's my boy. You say I got my man's in them? No, that's my boy.
Oh, he's your boy.
It's like a pimp named Slickback. You gotta say the whole thing every time.
Boy Zach
Matter with your boy Zach. So he went through a cancellation. I've been through 2 of them. They're terrible. This guy, Ethan Van Sciver, he went through one. He wound up doing the cover for Jordan Peterson's book, and he's a friend of Kurt Metzger's. Tell you how incestuous this whole world is. Ethan fucking hated Ed Piskor and was calling him a pedophile. He was like, yo, fuck you, bitch. You fucking trying to fuck kids. Like, he did not have his back at all. And then the dude killed himself. And now he's like, he's trying to like walk it back.
Ethan threw him under the bus and was like, this guy's a pedo. Get
you
him
know
off
what's crazy? I bet you his podcast still isn't doing good either, even with a body, a confirmed body. Just all these channels reacting to the work he put in. I feel for you, whatever your guy's name is that made this dude kill himself. I get you. I understand the art.
Is anybody calling Ethan Van Sciver a murderer? You have a comment on that, Zach?
Ethan Van Sciver, he's a murderer. Ruined his name immediately.
He's a murderer. He's a killer. He's the word.
Pedophile. It's all of it.
This is out of hand. And you're right. I'm fighting this battle with Ian because he's fucking right, bro. Because the precedence that it sets, if this sticks even a little, you know, can't let it stick like that.
Let's let it play. I'm gonna go refresh my drink.
Jesus. And that was Ian. That was Ian saying he's done with the segment now. He can do something else.
I have a
no.
Yeah,
I want you
I was
guys
gonna say he's gonna
this.
leave for like.
I want to hear what you have to say. You're gonna be funny. Jings is gonna, or Focus is gonna be prescient. This is great.
You're fucking retarded.
I feel like I have the gist of the situation in my full purview.
I think we beat up this topic pretty good. I don't know if we got.
Now we gotta watch. Now we gotta react to it, Belland.
No,
this is
we gotta watch
the
boy.
Guys, you don't want to hear about the fucking roaming death squads. These people could be on our necks. This is our shared reality. They're one level above us.
Remember,
we are the roaming death squads. You're giving away the thing right now.
All listeners, this is the With Apologies crew that gets along. No one else does.
I wouldn't go that far, Kenny.
There are conflicts within
there are conflicts.
Don't make it all gay, Kenny. Trying to be funny.
Is there more evidence of the murder?
No, you, Ross.
No, you.
There is no evidence of any murder. He killed himself.
Do you guys think Whoosh will react to this reaction? That's the most important question.
Oh, we hope. I only can pray. I told you guys. I told you this stream they were going to talk about me.
See, look, I'm all in the thumbnail. They're obsessed.
Could you imagine using the death of an innocent comic artist who was bullied on the internet? Just
talk about
me?
Matt, can you imagine it, Matt? Can you just imagine it? Unbelievable, these losers that talk about me.
You're doing a pretty good impression, Kenny. I like it.
Thank you.
Kenny, do you think that Whoosh and Unbleached are fans of comic books?
I don't know, maybe. They look like they could be a couple nerds.
Possibly.
All right, I'm back on Team Ian. Let's talk more about this murder.
I just want to make Focus uncomfortable.
I don't want this to devolve into another damn gossip stream. I hate you all. Can we talk about pedophiles that commit suicide, please?
Yeah, but Kenny, do you think Broke Bar came back because he grew a beard finally, so now Jim and Am can't say he does balls on his face?
Oh, possibly.
That's my suspicion.
Kenny sees both sides.
I'm going to start eating this empanada so loud that you can't hear anything but my fat.
Maybe late Thursday I can ask him, why'd you go to beard, douche?
Yeah, wrong beard died.
I just Focus. All I know is Focus. Someone said, "Hey, Focus is organizing a roast of Whoosh tonight. Let's all hop in DC." Here we go.
I mean, that is why I came. I'm never here. Thanks a lot, Focus.
Yeah, Focus, you faggot.
But it's all compliments.
Getting us all in trouble.
Guys,
you're such a bully.
This was all established in the group chat on Instagram that we're all in. We were like, we're going to do this thing where we clap back at Whoosh and Unbleached.
Hold on. I'm not in this group chat on Instagram.
Thing at first.
You motherfuckers have a notarized document of my scheme.
This is literally a whisper network. You guys are being a whisper network right now.
Murder mystery.
We're doing it right now.
Yeah,
I have to say, I'm not part of an Instagram group chat. I didn't know
this. This would be a good Sunday show. I text you behind the scenes. Ian has some
I'll send you an invite.
And in between,
then I'll be. I need to leave the group 5 minutes later.
Ian comes back. We go back to the murder mystery. Ian, you were saying
Somebody was murdered.
Murdered?
Murder,
you say.
Murder,
Pedophilius expelliarmus.
Tonight on Suicidal Pedophilia. What are they called? Pedophiles. I fucked up. Lost the word.
Why from the pedophile?
Not a single stream is teaching people the 444 technique.
Yeah. That's when you take 3 4-inch dicks and put them together, right?
Boo.
Gay. Gay.
I'm trying here, Diggs. I'm trying.
Sorry. I don't know why I got those. I don't know why I got those
Good drama.
I think that was a good boo. I think that was a solid boo. That seemed like the right moment for him.
I don't do these gay drama streams you guys do. Like, I'm just here for the murder mystery. Ian, what were you saying?
The murder.
I hate all you motherfuckers. Hate.
No, I hate you.
Save it for Wigga Wednesday. We'll all fight on there.
No, you, Cliff, with your fat stomach.
I don't feel like you guys are affording this topic the seriousness it deserves.
I'm trying to.
Ian, I would rather listen. Ian, I would rather listen to every half-baked, retarded topic you could ever bring to the table than to start devolving into fucking into us being a whoosh battle again.
I want to hear Lifetime movie stories. This is fucking awesome.
All of you will be named in murders if we do not take a stand.
Hey, did y'all hear that Aaron Bushnell put himself on fire?
What?
Yeah.
Is he okay?
No, he's dead.
How'd he die?
How did it happen?
Where did it happen?
Did he name his murderers?
He fucked a Hamas pedophile and he burned himself in front of them.
That's some shitty look. You set yourself on fire and you die.
Yeah.
And then he screamed, "Jings is my murderer. Jings is my murderer." Before
James and Ian are my murderer. James and Ian.
Guys, can we please watch a little bit more of Zach?
Yes,
I want to digest. I want to digest this with you. I want you to be. I know you're bored, but just please.
We've asked you to proceed several times. Murder mystery.
I'm on board.
You talk to the
I'm not
pussy.
bored.
I know.
I'm on board.
Don't talk to me. Talk to the coochie.
Bellin thought you were done with it.
No, y'all chasing the pussy away. All right, why didn't you tell it to get back here? Why didn't you keep it wet for me?
Bookmarks, and I highlighted all of them, and then right-clicked to say open. It said, "Are you sure you want to open 29 tabs?" And in my mind, I was like, I don't want to, but I have to. I was trying to arrange these all chronologically, but since Elon was visited by the good idea
my Windows
fairy,
had update again.
He's like, so I press play on the video, and then like sound starts, and then I use a volume slider, slide it to the left and right. Like, what was he doing?
I whipped my cock out, took a picture of it, sent it to some girl.
QuickTime Player keeps opening for some reason.
This video starts with 10 minutes of trying to figure out what's going on.
I don't want to install
the audio.
Opera. I have a web browser.
Yeah.
Lossless, try leaving and coming back again. Maybe they'll fix it. Wait, my bad. Wrong show. Wrong technical difficulties.
Are you sure you want to open 29 Red Bar clips?
Uncle Podcast has sent you a zip file.
So, you know what these whisper networks do? They pass around screenshots. My boy Zach, he doesn't even have a Twitter. He's not even on there. But he does have 29 screenshots that were sent to him. And he's done his best to prepare them for us. However, he is experiencing boomer difficulties, which I'll let him explain. I don't want to spoil what happened.
and decided to rename the company X, which is also the symbol to close out the tab. Like while I was trying to arrange these, I kept accidentally closing them, and so I'm just gonna have to like.
This should be on SNL.
Sam Hill.
I feel like Adam would run into this same problem.
And it probably has how many views does it have if it has 923?
This sounds like something Wally would complain about.
Right, just like some regular dude shit. Like regular idiot.
Is this Jewish patter?
Okay.
Oy vey, and with the updates and the passcodes.
Fucking bagel was a warmer muff.
It literally sounds like Uncle does using the internet, to be totally honest. For real. No jokes here, guys. Serious statement.
I already paid for Civ 6. Why do I gotta pay for it again? Well, I forgot my username.
So I got 3 Bud Lights and a murder to gift too. First, I gotta make it through this goddamn passcode.
I am human. I am human.
You think I could identify a bike in a picture? But boy, do they have some tricky angles.
I pulled out the capture.
I don't see no fire hydrant.
Yeah. Those two shapes do match.
I recognize I'm so stoned.
Long story short, I might be a bot. I'm not sure I'm people anymore because I did not pass the test. You may have been infiltrated by a bot.
Traffic light. I saw traffic lights everywhere. Every picture looked like a traffic light. I'm that stoned.
So Boomer Zach, who has recently been talking about the Legion of Skanks in cancel culture. Boomer Zach is having some difficulty with the X.
It's like, who names their website X and it's the close?
This isn't 30 minutes of him having trouble explaining the tabs.
The last 3 minutes is what I want to get to.
All right, let's get there.
Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for at least pointing me in the direction.
Yeah.
Both of which I noticed or I knew about, but I didn't really connect them. So Ramon's career started a little over 10 years ago. And it was just Ramon. He's doing zines, he's doing anthologies, he's getting little backup stories, he's working on indie books. Around, I believe, 2014, he started getting work from Marvel. Not a lot, but some. He had like a mini-series, and he would be like one of 5.
A history lesson is not necessary when you're talking about news. You can just cut to the news. And if people want to know more, we can go to Wikipedia and look up the history ourselves after we watch the video.
Vladimir Putin over here is like, you want to understand how he was murdered.
You took the thought out of my brain right there.
All right, skip ahead a minute or two because he's going to get into how we're all causing people actual pain. We're hurting Whoosh.
In 1653, the first comic book character was written on papyrus.
Terrific wall.
Around 2018. And 2018, 2019, 2020 were just really bad for him. 2018 was when
skip ahead a minute.
Had allegations what happened with Bordertown. He was going to draw a Wildcats reboot written by Warren Ellis before the allegations.
Okay, this is the killer. Warren Ellis? This is the villain. He's giving his thesis on the villain psychology.
Ian Ellis Sr.?
Yes.
Your father! Holy shit. This is crazy. Go.
Oh, man. I didn't even know that.
Now I see why Pod Awful got involved in this.
Enter.
Warren. Information, docs.
Oh, he's not drawing it. It gets canceled or maybe put on hiatus. And it gets killed.
This is kind of like if Whoosh kills himself. This is somebody being like, so Focus CDS. He was a rapper turned streamer, but he was also a delivery driver. And, it wasn't working out well for him, but he started getting views trashing this guy. So he's explaining.
Do you like Ian's version of the history focus?
Oh, this is great. This is great history.
Is
now
that
I killed Whoosh.
What you feel like happened?
Now somehow I killed Whoosh.
That's the story. I'm murderer.
This wig is a killer.
Yeah. Discord did not hang himself.
Knife right here. We know it's focused. His blood is on the knife. We know it.
Blood on your hands, your hams.
No,
blood
that's
on
better.
Your hams.
That's better. Blood on my ham. I'm a fat guy. That's better. Blood on your ham.
2020, there's no hope it will ever come back when Warren Ellis also gets allegations against him. So, I'm not a detective. I'm not a psychologist.
Oh, shit, Ian.
But as
you're
far
dead.
as I can tell, Ramon's career was seriously derailed by having 2 prominent projects where the writer had allegations against him. So I think because the false truth, the narrative that SJWs put forward is that if you aren't condemning, you are condoning. That if you talk to someone it means
if you like me, you cannot be friends
condone
with me.
So,
up, you
in other
pandering
words, what I'm
bitch.
getting from this is that your dad, Warren Ellis, is basically like also like him and the guy that killed himself is very similar. Is that what we're saying? Is that what we're saying? That's what I got. That's what
He's
I got.
another guy that was canceled for getting pussy.
Yeah, right. That's a flex. At least there's something there, right?
I think he gets into it with this one where he's like, and Warren got tons of groupie consensual pussy. His dick was wet every day, and they did not like that.
Here's a breadcrumb trail to the next person you should cancel.
Right, he was the Hugh Hefner of the fucking comic book nerds. Like a house, a harem.
Do these guys think that Ed Piskor was their P. Diddy? Sorry, I'm coughing. I'm trying to not do it on mic.
everything they have ever done or said. Like, that's insane, but that's like the weird rules that they created. So now Ramon is in this terrible position where he's worked with two. I always make up these vague terms.
Can't stop myself.
Sex pests. So he's got to be like, oh shit, I've got
Oh
to
shit.
We know some
make
sex
sure
pests.
people don't say this about me. So he was always kind of just like a mean jerk. But in 2020, he really got born again woke. Like, he just became super male, feminist, fedora tipper in chief of the comic book industry, protecting women. So this.
I like how people hate women so much now that they're like, yeah, dude, this guy's sticking up for 17-year-old girls. What a fucking loser incel. It's like, maybe someone should.
Right.
This does sound like the intro to the next Ian Ellis documentary. Fedora tipping.
I was going to say,
40 fat and white failed loser.
This is Jimmerdam calling us woke SJWs, trying to cancel me. We're always the bad guys, right, guys? They're always out to get us.
Ian built this whole story around the fact that the guy said fedora in this video. He didn't even know about the suicide. It just started with fedora.
So how do you feel about Ed Piskor, comic book enthusiast and probable pedophile or pederast?
He'll be like next. Did you say fedora? I meant chloroform. I chloroform the bitch. Yeah.
I mean, it's sad that he's dead, but I don't think he was murdered.
Is
and
it?
I'm more interested in all of these people that are exploiting his death for an easy win over their enemies.
Right.
You can't pretend to be the good guy and then fucking, do the wrong thing. You can't abandon your humanity to dunk on people.
Right. It's either you are that or you're not that.
I'm sick of people saying that they're sad someone they never met died. That happens a million times every day. Go look. If you want to get sad, go on Reddit and just look for dead people, r/dead people today or something. There's a million people dying way more sadder that weren't pedophiles.
Hello.
You don't have to be sad about every single one. This one sounds like maybe we might be better off.
Maybe. Yeah.
When a guy robs a liquor store and the Indian guy behind the counter pulls out a fucking gun and shoots him, you're not like, oh, it's sad that guy's dead.
Well,
or if you are, I guess, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man.
The culture above has evolved to calling them cancel pigs and murderers. And, just as like politics at some point just became like, could start a racial civil war. like they amped it up way too much. We're getting to those levels of bullshit.
100%. This is like that type of shit where, like, remember that girl? She told like the kid to go kill himself or something. Then he killed himself, and she I think got tried and maybe even convicted for it. Like, come on,
Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. So, if anybody else has a clip,
Ian's been bugging me for weeks. He's been like, I really want to talk about this murder thing. It's going crazy. He's like, I got all these fights I'm getting on Twitter. I'm not going to talk about that though. You guys got to look that up yourselves.
Listen, you're dying to have a trial. This is a murder trial. What is your verdict, Judge Rostog?
Couple.
I don't like how you use the trial for this when we have no jurisdiction over this case. You don't understand the legal process around here at all.
Well, you represent guys trying to get some pussy.
Whoa. Slow down.
Yeah.
Focus represents the internet bullies, people that are pushing people towards suicide.
I am exactly
that co-sign.
You mean son of a bitch. Don't make me that guy.
One of the things he gets at
for the stream.
He starts making the argument for why this is murder, and he's like, psychologically speaking, being canceled activates the same part of your brain as pain. And so they were inflicting pain again and again. But they had their knee on his pain. They had their knee on his. This is their fucking George Floyd. Ed Piskor is the George Floyd of the comic book community, and he hated comic skates. Yeah.
Well,
anyway,
so rest in peace, Pisker, or don't rest
shout
in
out
peace.
to the Butch Killigan manga.
Shout out to the suicidal pedophiles out there.
I kind of missed the entire story. I'm not gonna lie.
To the 17-year-old, somebody please check on her so she doesn't fucking kill herself.
Yeah,
this is a pretty fucking heavy thing to dump on a child.
Right.
Ian.
I'm just waiting until Focus unleashes on Whoosh. He had some big thing planned.
Yo, shut the fuck up, bro.
You had a lot of stuff you've been saying.
Out a half a fucking empanada.
You've been saying a lot of stuff in secret. Just say it on the live stream.